his line, 12 of 31 from the field. But our defense on Devin Booker was unacceptable. He's a hell of a player. And I told our guys before the game, no team's ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. So understand what you're getting ready to face. And, I think we had that third quarter was tremendous. We got back in the game being down 15 at halftime, but we were letting him just walk in to pull up threes, So he was 20 of 25. I wasn't a math major, but that's a really high percentage. So we got to be a hell of a lot better. They played fast tonight. Cameron Payne really set the tone with that. Misses turnovers. They got out and ran. 23 fast break points is way too many. So we'll watch the film. We know they're a good team. We knew what the series wasn't far from over. So give them credit. They did what they were supposed to do.
You mentioned that third quarter. What did you guys talk about at halftime? What adjustments did you guys make that led to that big run?
Just being a hell of a lot more physical, a hell of a lot more aggressive. I felt that first half, they had us on our heels. We were counterpunchers in that first half. I felt in that third quarter, we came out looking to hit first, and we had them on their heels, and we were able to take the lead. But you just can't defend for one quarter and expect to beat a really good team in their building.
Michael, when they started that fourth quarter, they came out with Durant and Booker on the floor against your guys' second unit. How big did it feel like the momentum changed kind of just in that couple-minute stretch to start the fourth?
Yeah, I was forced to take a quick one, Harrison. I think it was an 7-0. I think it was a 7-0 run right away. And in transition, Cameron Payne, no one picks him up. He takes a pull-up three. They have guys that can make shots and make plays other than Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. So I felt we did such a great job of getting back in the game in the third, but then to start the fourth, just very lackadaisical. And that's why I called the timeout and cut Nicola right back in the game. That's the first time in the playoffs where I felt like I had to do that, where fourth quarter, team goes on a run, well, let's get our MVP back in the game. But, they got off to a great start and had us on our heels right away.
You've talked about how you haven't faced a lot of adversity so far in the postseason. Does the third quarter run sort of give you confidence in your ability to handle that going forward, or is there any level of concern beyond just them getting back within a game in the series?
No, I'm confident in our guys when we do face adversity. This is a team that's been through a lot over the last 3-4 years. 3-1 deficits, injuries, whatever you want to call it. This team always responds. It's just in our nature. It's in my nature, and I think we're going to keep on fighting no matter what. Our guys understood that this wasn't going to be a sweep. We weren't just going to beat the Phoenix Suns 4-0. There's a reason that everybody's picking this team to come out of the Western Conference. So they played really well tonight. Their two best players did what they're supposed to do. They put the team on their back, and they had great, great nights. And our defense has to be a hell of a lot better come Sunday afternoon.
Michael, what was your evaluation of Mike Porter, and what maybe specifically do you want to see more from him?
Well, I thought Michael, again, I knew it for myself. I had to find a way to help get him going. After game 1 and 2, that's not just on Michael Porter. That's on me as a head coach. How do I find a way to get him going? He's so important to our team. So 21 points, 12 rebounds. That's what I like, Paul, is that I felt in the first 2 games he wasn't making shots, but I didn't see the rebounding. I didn't see the other things that we need to see. And tonight I felt that he was 6 of 10 from the 3, made a couple late to kind of keep us within striking distance, but the rebounding. Being 6'10", using your size and length out there, helping us on the glass. It's the first time I think we have rebounded our opponent. We lost in the postseason, but I rebounded them by 10 tonight. So a good game from Michael Porter. It was great to see him make shots.
Michael, I think they were in the bonus 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah.
How important is it for you guys to stay out of those situations? That seems like a hell of a team to guard when they're going to the line.
It's funny, Vinny. That was a huge point of emphasis going into this series. Once again, go back to the Clippers series. They averaged 29 free throw attempts a game. And that was such a, much talked about after the first 2 games. We were keeping them off the foul line. We were making them work for everything. I think at halftime, Kevin Durant had taken all their free throws. He was 11 of 12. The team was 11 of 12. And they get there 18 times tonight. He gets there 16. So you cannot give that team any easy points, whether it's off turnovers, which we turned it over a lot early, whether it's on the offensive glass, whether it's on the foul line. We have to control those areas and keep them to a minimum.
What did you guys do in the third quarter to get back into the game, and what did you guys do in the second quarter to get down 15 in the first place?
I mean, I'll have to watch the film. I mean, these two-part questions are hard for me, man. I went to Loyola College. But in that third quarter, it was simple. We defended. You know, that was the one quarter where I felt our defense was where it needs to be, on the road against a team that is, you know, backs are against the wall. So what we did in that quarter is what we did in the late season games when we played here. They were up big. And I told our guys, we're going to get back in the game. I know we are, because they're going to let us. But we have to make the change in our defense, our rebounding, our fast break. And we were the aggressors. We were the more physical team. And now how do you sustain that for 4 quarters? That's the challenge. And, you know, like I said, we'll have a chance to go back and watch the film and clean some things up tomorrow and try to be a little bit better on Sunday.
Coach, what was the mood in the locker room? What was kind of the mood when you went in there and spoke to the guys?
Guys are, you know, like we're not down in the dumps. I think our guys understand. Give them credit. They're a good team, but we can play a hell of a lot better. And I think nobody in that locker room felt we were just going to come to the Western Conference semifinals and sweep the Phoenix Suns, you know, with the amount of talent they have. So it's one loss. You know, we don't get too high after the wins. We don't get too low after the losses. Let's be honest with ourselves and watch the film and see what we can do better. And I think the overriding theme was, to a man in there, I think we all felt we could have played a hell of a lot more physical and aggressive than we did tonight.
What was your read on Jamal's performance in this game and kind of the ebbs and flows of his play?
Yeah, I mean, Jamal was, he was really trying to carry the team tonight, got off to a tremendous start. You look at his line, 32 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal and 1 block. He played 41 minutes, obviously. He's garnering so much attention out there. And I think when we watch it on the film, he'll be able to see it. He's doing his job. He's got 2 defenders on him at times, and that's where he just got to trust his teammates and maybe get off that ball, because, you know, I think a huge part of the game plan is to somehow, some way slow down Jamal Murray and force him into tough shots. But, you know, I think Jamal played his heart out, did the best he could tonight, and I think everybody kind of followed suit. But I think Jamal will be a hell of a lot better come Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a watch the film thing, but it seemed like they were able to get downhill maybe a little more easily by rejecting screens today. Was that something that you saw, or did you feel like there was something that happened that caused that on your end?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, that was another point of emphasis when they play their pick and roll game, making sure we're sending them to coverage, you know, so that, you know, we can have the 2 defenders there, especially when Kevin Durant's handling or Devin Booker. And now when they reject, because we're up at the level and they reject, we're down 2 defenders. And now they're getting downhill into the paint and scoring easy. So we have to do a better job of communicating earlier and then honoring that call and sending the ball to the coverage. But I think the one thing that really bugged me tonight was I thought we had just some awful transition defensive possessions. You know, to only have 13 turnovers for 10 points, 27 assists is a pretty good number. But there were just some examples, I think, even late in that third, was it, you know, Devin Booker just walks into a pull-up 3. We're guarding him 2 feet inside the 3-point line. He's had 47 points tonight, man. Like, what are we doing? So, yeah, we'll watch the film and look to see where we can be better from transition to pick and roll, trying to get the ball out of those guys' hands and the rotations behind it. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it, everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
How you doing?
You're welcome.
Nick, who's coming?
We'll bring Nicole and Jamal.
Cool.
Hey guys, let's do our best to use the microphone. I know it's a small room, everyone can hear you, but the mic is actually for the TVs. So make eye contact and I will do
Mostly you guys over
here.
I didn't know we had a break.
Is there just one mic for the room, or is there?
There's just one on. Let's see if we can get another one. Is it possible to get a second mic?
Anything's possible.
Were you
Yeah. Then how quick do we think Murray?
Yes. Blocker. What about it? It's open now. So anyone, you can get anyone not a player with a small player.
You're the Denver guy.
I'm just doing it. Yeah. A couple takeaways. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering.
Oh, you were?
No.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. I mean, personally, I would want to see it back in my head more than I would.
Definitely just good. I think shit this morning probably.
47 text each other.
On 25.
You guys stand down on that one for a little bit. Easier if I just put it in.
It would have been great after game 2, though.
Yeah, right?
Describe it while you wait for the players.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I was going to.
I think that came by.
I haven't got my proposal hasn't been.
Nicole, it takes forever.
What do you mean? That's down the street. That's a good point. There's nothing?
It's bad. No,
I like the Renaissance. Where the fuck is that?
I just had to get something there. Look, Joshua, something bad.
Yeah.
That's right down here.
I know.
Wow. I don't think I've seen a number that large next to the thing how sweet.
Wait a minute, what was the number? A nine?
Yes.
Light 'em up?
427 today, bro.
Damn.
Skip.
No worries.
What about the courtyard?
Where's that? Oh,
That's the one that's around the corner. This, what? What's going on with Denver?
The Nuggets playing.
Come on.
No. That's definitely not the answer.
785 for the courtyard.
And that's not a good courtyard at all.
Wow.
That's nothing. That's right.
Yo. Wow. Sergio, I need you.
It might be cheaper for them to fly you in for practice and then just fly you home.
Just go to the game.
Just
go to the game, go straight to the airport.
You talking about the president's head down the street?
Dog. That's nuts.
475. That's fucking. Or resting there.
Yeah. You know, we got like limits on our shit right there.
Yeah, they just,
They will flat out be like, okay, that is.
Sorry, Airport West.
You got you cannot stay in.
I'm not a member of Triple H. I can't put that in.
But you can't even do that, man. The airport is an hour away.
Showing them that how expensive it is.
What?
No, I just about the book share. No, it was a fair bit. It was a fair bit.
Sheridan downtown, it's like 1627 a night.
5:30.
One night.
You said you got the no, you just 464.
mall nearby?
We just getting our shot.
I hope so.
That was the most recent email I saw.
Yeah. I'll show it to you later. See if you can catch back.
Well, the rules, I'm not saying rules, like these rules, get moved up. Oh, good. And I want to counsel this one. I guess you ain't.
I saw a guard right there. Yeah, good job. Yeah. He's busy tonight.
I did VIP for that. Here's my left one, VIP for my wallet. I don't have it. I got credentials with my picture. That's fine. In Houston was
Bum, bum. Thank you. Is that the family room? Yes. The daycare next door? Yeah. My daddy had 47.
Surprise to us all.
My daddy was hurt. He had a groin injury.
They dropped down to 330 for me.
Huh?
My daddy didn't play the last 5 minutes.
What's the Magnolia? It's right over there, where we
It's right across the street from the Renaissance.
Oh, I saw that. It's actually nice, right?
It's a little older. The rooms are a little more scratched up. It's Murray. Jamal saw his way. And then
Jamal, what was different about the way that Booker was able to get to some of his spots tonight?
He had the ball the whole game, so we knew he was going to get those shot attempts up. He played really well, got into a rhythm early, and we just, can't let him do that. So make some adjustments next game.
Coach said he felt like you tried to put the team on your back, especially with the way that you started in this game, hitting the shots that you did. What was it about the attention that they gave you that made that difficult to withhold for the full game?
I mean, I missed some open shots again, so that sucks. Yeah, that one sucks. 1 for 6 from 3, a lot of them open. The corner one, I was low off balance, so I understand why I missed, but, sidestep 3 on Lindell, short, pull up 3 when they didn't, black up, short or long. So, I mean, I got to make those for us to, cut the lead, especially in the fourth. I just went cold in the fourth, and that can't happen.
What do you think that
What do you guys think specifically that you need to clean up before Sunday or by Sunday?
Just being on the string in the half court and getting back. I think they had a high transition points this game. Makes and misses. They was pushing. They was trying to play fast, and sometimes we just weren't matched up or weren't even looking. So we gotta just be able to turn and know that they're coming. They're trying to run, and I think that those ones stuck out a lot to me.
Jamal, how encouraging is it that you get those games from KD and Book, and y'all are still right there, even down 15 or whatever, that you crawl back, take the lead?
We expected to win. I put that one on me, and I can't miss that many consecutively, so that's why it stings personally. But they had a great game. They played really desperate. The crowd was into it, and they made some tough shots. So I feel like we can't let them get into that good of a rhythm. The whole game. So we still had a chance. My team found me late. I put that on me. I got to be able to execute on the stretch when the team finds me.
Jamal, coach said before the game, you guys haven't faced adversity yet, but adversity is coming. How do you knowing this team, how do you feel like you guys are going to respond to this first dose of adversity?
We got a game. Thank you. Sunday. Just got to move on, watch film, and adjust. Like I said, we were right there. As good as they played, we were right there, and we just missed some shots late. A couple defensive stops that we didn't get. But sometimes you got to tip their cap and just they made some really good shots, and even when we played good defense, they still got offensive rebound on that play or whatever. So it's things we got to clean up and be more a little bit disciplined. I think down the stretch.
You're so competitive and want to take those big shots. When they're giving you so much attention, what's the balance between putting the team on your back and getting other people involved?
It's not about that. I'm taking what the defense give me and trying to make a play. It's not about scoring every time. Sometimes it's about drawing 2 and kicking or whatever it is. It's not. I don't think it's about that. Like I said, I had some great looks to end the game, and that would have kept us right there. And I feel like they pulled away because of that. So, I think I just got to be more locked in and more relaxed, I think, down the stretch. We'll be better on Sunday.
Kind of on that note, do you like the looks that you're getting right now offensively? Does your shot feel good and in rhythm and all that?
All right, no microphone. I was just going to ask Jamal, what can you guys do differently on Devin? Obviously, sometimes there's possessions where you play great defense and he's still going to get a bucket, but what kind of adjustments do you think can be made defending him?
Well, we know he's going to get the ball, so we got to be able to show a crowd. Like I said, just be more of a string in the half court. If we're going to double, we got to rotate properly. We got to watch the cutter when we rotate. If we know he wants to get left, so stay on our shot fakes. Just be more disciplined. I think we were too all over the place, especially in the first half. We were just too discombobulated. Like we didn't know what we were doing in the half. We weren't clean with it, with whatever we're doing. So I think just being cleaner, being physical, all that stuff. Not let them get into rhythm, like I said, from minute 1 to 48.
All right, thank you, Jamal.
Thanks, man. Joker in 4:10:45. Before 10:45.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'd say 7:45 is a good goal.
That's why I don't have a list with you guys on it or anything like that. I only have our people on what my son's going to be practicing, so if they're not letting me know, I have no idea.
Was that any better?
Answer by the whole time.
You gotta send it.
Be on the road.
It's like 1 in the morning. He's in Florida right now.
I'll get approved at 3.
I just stay in the old ass. I got my Xbox.
Hey, by the time this gets huge, I just need like days in.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm thinking this 240 right here as a quarter belt like this, and our guys are long too.
Actually, sometimes though, check out 3 do this, and I'll cut you. Everything's expensive. It's just like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah. That's what, it's so random.
Yeah.
What they be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is out of company policy.
Yeah.
Like, it's so random.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Hey, Tony. They still gave me the suite. They still give me like an apartment suite almost.
at the Magnolia?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there.
It's just that like, it's one of those places where like,
Flat screen.
Sunday, right?
Yeah. I need something. I just need something other than my Xbox.
when you play your Xbox.
Yes. This is how I stay married.
You carry it onto the plane.
Bring your midnight Xbox on the plane.
What's the problem?
5 o'clock. You grown ass man, so.
What's wrong with playing video? I have an Xbox. That's how I don't play PS5. You should.
I don't play it very often.
Nah, man, those things are followable. You put it in, you carry it on the plane. You don't, you don't check it. See, we got a lot of shit. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 cases. We'll get at least 2 minutes.
Is it right?
Yeah.
You were right.
Of course I was.
Screw on the right, though.
Dog, do you know what time I go to bed?
Screw on the right. I don't know what time you gonna say.
This is why he and I
Average. Average 3 o'clock.
I'll be asleep by 3. Hopefully.
Average 3.
Matter of fact, I'm about to leave here in a minute so I can get an early start.
Have you even read?
A little bit.
Wait a minute. I don't want to wait 4 hours to call it.
I know, but by the time you get back to your room, you will have the quote sheet and stuff.
You're doing that. If we start writing right now, you can get to the bar.
I need to borrow.
And I can have my coat. A cola.
But you can write in the bar. Not that big of a thing.
It's true.
Not that big of a thing. Oh, they nasty ass wings, but I'm not getting to that tonight.
That's what I'm saying. Wings and a salad.
Enjoy that. I'm not getting none of that.
What do you get?
Nothing.
sugar in that room.
What is that?
There is a lot of sugar in this room. It's been a lot of carbonation consumed over there.
Never heard of this side before.
I know.
Ever, never.
Yes, I guess I could use my home, not one table. See, the adversity knocking at the door. Things kick the bitch in.
Getting on the board when I did this one because
You knew they were going to get this one.
You guys do that on the court.
Bro, that's why they booked my hotel room or my flight. I'm thinking, man, shit, hopefully I get to go home.
we appreciate all those things, but yeah,
Nah,
we do
bro.
it. We've been doing it on the court. We used to do it like up in the suites.
They almost didn't get
Where I
this
sit.
one. They almost didn't, but I knew
Like
they
they
were
came
going to
in,
get
they
it.
were like cleaning and confused. So like, wait, we can't just do it on the court because like they're not tearing it up.
No, I was thinking, I do think that if Denver plays at this level, Sunday with the garbage, it's going to be hard for
He's knocking out game 5, and then we have to book no flight back home. We're go home.
Baby girl coming home on the 16th.
Hmm?
You want to go home? Yeah.
Clippers game was that? It was like the truck.
What? Which finals game are you going to? Which series are you going to next round?
Whoever. It'll be the West.
Probably, yeah. So you'll be right back. But you're going to go home for like 2-3 days.
Wait a minute. What do you think about it, though? Depends on who's playing. Because more than likely, I'll only have to go to Denver and show in LA or the Bay. That's how we're doing it. You'll see me on the Denver game against the college or was in LA or the Bay. So then it'll come down to see. I'll get the first two of Denver and then
I'll take a day off tomorrow.
What if they think?
What
That's just my personal opinion. I have no idea if that's the truth, but that's what I would
blissful sleep. Just blackout curtains.
You see, this is your time, James. Me, I'll wake up at like 6, 7, and bright eye, ready to go.
Actually, this is
2 hours.
I'm on this is 2 hours. I'm not this specific.
11:07. If I get up at like 9, it's like get up at 7 here.
So the last 2 games that I went to, I was on the East Coast. Well, I'm going to sleep at 6 a.m. I couldn't go to sleep.
I haven't started. I'm just writing online. My final audition is like 6 p.m.
Crazy.
Seriously, I looked it up a half hour sometime for the NBA purpose. Thanks, guys. What? Yeah, he was incredible. He really was. It was the first, I think one of his first baskets of that fourth quarter. When it was the bench against Booker and Katie, I think he walked right into it.
What?
How many championships?
One with Anthony Davis. And that's it. George Karl tweets, doesn't feel like two players competing for 80% of the scoring and 60% shooting as well. I became with the program.
Seven Booker's been playing all playoffs.
Yeah, if you're going to pick two guys, though, you had to pick two guys. They can break that.
Yeah. Don't call him that, kid. Don't call him that.
All right, well, yeah, I irritate him anyway. Asking questions too quick, asking questions too slow.
The A's announcer sitting there with broadcast. I should say former A's broadcast.
I want to say 11.
Rules keep changing. Too many rules.
Maybe those are all Google Pixels.
I got it.
Nicola, how would you describe what happened defensively with you guys tonight, particularly defending Book and KD?
We were kind of hunting the trees in that moment, I think, and then I just wanted to put the points just to